A beautiful Imbolc morning to you all. The sun is rising on a very frozen landscape. It's very, very icy. Temperatures dropped considerably last night. You can hear the crunching of the ice underneath my feet. Bits of land where the ice melted yesterday, where the snow melted yesterday, are fine, but it's a little bit dangerous to be out walking today, I'd say, or this morning anyway. I think there's going to be a bit of a defrost setting in. Isn't the sun lovely? The way it's just shining on the honeysuckle. Two big pieces of wood here, which are a little bit rotten round the base. I'm going to be taking those into the barn and sawing them up. Use them in the fire later on in the year. So I put lots of bread and oats and bird seed out for the birds, and I filled up the feeders. So this is the first day of February, Imbolc. And I'm happy to say that the bulk of the work that I'd planned to do in the garden has been done. It's quite a relief, really. More to do, but that's just going to take the form of light work. Well, I say light work, maybe an hour or two in the garden each day. I think over recent weeks I've been spending much of the day out here on the land. I get very little time for anything else. Then that's how I choose to use my time. So it's not a complaint. It's amazing how the crocosmia is held up in the midst of all this snow and ice. And indeed the bay. And the bay trees have done really well. Considering that they're used to a Mediterranean climate. And here's all the new shoots on the clematis. They've managed to survive well. And all the new growth on the honeysuckle has come through. You can see little bits of honesty, lunaria, just inside the arch here, just to the right. Isn't that beautiful? Those are the empty seed heads. The seeds have long since been scattered. And the beautiful twisted willow. In the sunlight, isn't that beautiful? All the way up there, look. And there's the rhubarb. It seems to have borne the worst of it all and come through. Lots of buds beginning to fatten up on the black currants. They're very hardy. Jack's enjoying a good runabout. That's the empty bin. I'm going to leave this bin outside the tunnel. I'll park it up somewhere and make sure that it's kept filled with water. I'll just transfer water over from the water barrels. Now before I go into the tunnel, just walk down here to the top of the fairy wood and have a look over at the mountains. Now I see one mountain just there through the trees, so I'll do a little close up. So that's part of Slieve and Erin. Just see it through the trees. It's covered with snow. I'll walk down further. The ivy really has dropped low. Aha. Now, let's see if I can take aim and get a close up. Just see it. Yeah, it's just coming into focus a little bit. Well, that's quite interesting. The little chasm down there seems to have opened up even more. See Kilronan Mountain through the trees there. With snow. Lots of snow on it. It's a blessed morning. little wren. Not very often you see those little birds because they move so quickly and they're so tiny. There's all the colours coming back onto the land. I don't even know if I can get this open. Oh, there we go. Quite a lot of ice out there on the plastic, but that should melt as the sun rises. I'm happy with these little stepping stones, and I think to raise the earth level here will soak up a lot of the rain, a lot of the water that comes through. Oh, there he is. He says, "What are you doing in here, Mum?" You got very excited, Jack. So I've got lavender hanging up here, and thyme, and sage, and lemon verbena with it, and bay, and rosemary. The energy feels really good in here now. It's very enticing. I've got some things in the wheelbarrow that I have to plant, but I might just move those out of the wheelbarrow temporarily and start moving all this today. It's very satisfying having accomplished so much work. Though last night I found it very, very hard to sleep. I think I was awake until about 3:30 in the morning. So I might just have a little afternoon nap sometime today. But I did feel quite excited about Imbolc and about getting back out onto the land and back over into the tunnel, which is a great sign. It's a really good sign for me because the tunnel was sort of disconnected from the cottage for a little while. It may have been that the arch had grown so big that it became almost like a tunnel to go through. You went through a tunnel to get to the tunnel. I don't know, there was various energies at work which in a way compelled me to make this change in here. And it was that energy very much that was driving me over the past few days. And a lot of you have commented on, how did you get so much work done? Well, that's what I do. I just keep my head down and keep working at it until it's finished. Have a very sort of dogged approach to life, And this is what I do. This is my life. This is the life that I've chosen. I'm useless at keeping in touch with people. My best friend in London, I was going to call her over the Christmas period and I didn't. And I think I sent her a message several times saying I'm going to call you this weekend, and I've just let her down terribly. But that's been the story, I think, of my time here at Bealtaine. You know, it's something that I've become completely immersed in, to the exclusion of everything else, and to the exclusion of everyone else. And I suppose in many ways I've become less of a people person, and I'm just happy to engage with what I do here at Bealtaine Cottage. And this is why I make videos every day. Because it's something I feel a sense of urgency in sharing. And perhaps it's one of the reasons why the videos I make, the vlogs I do, even the blogs I do, are quite different from so much other material on YouTube and on the internet. Because for me it's only about sharing this, and that is, well, sometimes it feels like it's the only thing I have in my life, but it's the only thing I want to have in my life. And it gives me great joy to read comments from so many people who say, I find Bealtaine Cottage inspiring, because I know it's not me that you find inspiring, it is Mother Earth. And I think that this little place draws so many people back to her. And in that I feel a sense of completion. And a sense of satisfaction. And in that, I hope that you forgive me for not being a sociable creature. Because I can't be anyone other than who I am. Now I've got some dogwood to prune back here. Quite a lot. Quite a lot of dogwood to pick up and bring down to the shredder. But for those of you who are happy to come to Bealtaine Cottage daily and gain any kind of solace, beauty, oneness with Mother Earth, enthusiasm for getting out there and reconnecting with her. Then I'm just delighted about that. I'm delighted that you are able to share this with me. And that's all that I'm capable of doing, I think, within the social spectrum, is sharing this. Look at the beautiful catkins on the hazel. Isn't that beautiful? You see, spring is here. Everything is as it should be. Everything. And blessings of beautiful Imbolc to you all.